Yo, what is up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Good morning, good afternoon. Off with the mat out, of course. As always. Let's get into today's class. We're gonna do a little recovery session here. Something super light. Start off on the mat. Working on your back. Make sure to put your activity goal on. Low Apple Watch. Track my calories. All that good stuff. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome. Doing a 30-minute session. Got a soccer game today, so I figured when I woke up and got going today, I would do a little yoga. Yeah, just working on the back here. Pretty stiff after all activity I've done this week so far, but feeling pretty good. I hope everyone's feeling good as well. Just have my legs crossed, reaching out a bit here. Just kind of resting. A little movement in the back. See how I'm feeling. I like starting this session off with this, just so you can get some opening up in the hips and the back. It's pretty good. If you can get on your elbows, that's even better. If you want, you can also switch. I tend to cross my legs with my right, so sometimes I like to switch it up a little bit. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. So this is just a quick yoga session for 30 minutes. Really working on recovering, getting ready for the day, especially if you use your lower body a lot this week so far. Halfway through the week, guys. Alright, let's stretch out the arms. Stay on your knees. Just stay on top of your arms like this. Do some like pumps right now. Get the arms ready for yoga session. Get them woken up. You can go in circles as well. Do some rotations. Really good for wrists, for shoulders. So just waking everything up. Just do some alternations. Should be feeling pretty good. Stretching out the back of the feet, the front of the feet to the toes. Hamstrings are feeling pretty sore from my leg workout. Otherwise feeling pretty decent. Just trying to check in here, guys. Staying on my feet a little bit. Sitting up. Get back on the wrist a little bit. Just kind of staying on here, pushing my back out or up. You can do like a little hover now. On your toes. Make sure that you're not falling and collapsing. You can push it to downward dog. So I'm feeling pretty tight because I had soccer today, and really wanted to focus on getting the body moving. I'm also traveling tomorrow morning, so this will serve me well. Try to get the heels down as much as you can. And just kind of stay here for a bit until you open up. Just kind of breathing. Try to see how you're feeling. Alright, you bend the knees now. Up almost in front of your mat. Do a half bend. Touch the toes. Half bend. Touch the toes. Kind of going back and forth here, just checking in with everything. Make sure the hamstrings are feeling good. And take all the way up. Get into our lunch, first lunch. Oof. There we go. Nice, guys. It's really open up the hips. Get the legs a little bit fired up. Get the back feeling pretty good. You can inch up your toes now. And then we go into kind of like a split squat here. Toes pointing up to protect the knee. And leaning forward as much as you can. If you can't touch your head to your knee, that's totally fine. I can't either. That's kind of what we're looking for, but just make sure you're pointing your toes so you're protecting your knee joint. It should be slightly right here. Alright, so kind of a high lunge here. Pull up. Try to stay pretty straight here. So I'm feeling pretty tight after my leg day, not really stretching as much as I would like to. Let's do a 9 degrees bend in your knee. Just rotate it to the opposite side here. Probably feel some movement. Kind of like a plank here. Knee up to the chest. Then you can step it to the side here. Open up just slightly more now. Do some rotations with that hip. Feel pretty good. Do some up and downs. Just trying to get some natural movement in those joints. If you can also go on your elbows here. Super good too. like this one because it gets everything opened up. Now you can set the left knee down if you want. Just gonna hold here for a little bit as well. Now we're gonna let's get the quad. So what we're gonna do is left leg kind of comes up here. We're gonna put our left hand down. We're gonna reach over with our right. It's gonna really be nice with the quad, that left quad. And it's really good for the back too. Okay. Oof. That was good, guys. Alright guys, get back on this high lunge. Bring back the right leg. And then we're going to go here for a little static hold. It's building that strength, guys. Make sure your core is tight. Drop your knees. Do a little downward dog. Or should I say cobra? So you're squeezing your butt here too, guys. You can do some pumps if you really want to as well here. Loosening up the lower back even more in your abs. You guys, we get ready to get up, back up now. Before that, just real quick, back stretch. Alright, back's downward dog. Should be feeling a little bit more awake now. You can do the same exact thing we did with the right. And introduce it to the right or the left hand side. Back up. All the way from the mat. Halfway up. Down. Let's bring it all the way up. All the way back down. Okay, and let's get to the lunge on the other side. Should be feeling pretty good, like I said. I know one side is usually tighter than the other, so hopefully we can work on that here. My right side usually is a lot tighter. Alright, ends up the heel a little bit, and let's get that hamstring. Feel pretty good in the back of the hamstring. Like I said, make sure that you're pointing your toe, keeping a slight bend in your knee. Check that joint. And just kind of get as comfortable as you can. Just leaning down closer and closer to your knee. My hamstrings are pretty tight, so I'm feeling this a lot right now. Guys, let's get into kind of our hard lunge here. Let's do three-legged dog. Out here for a little bit. Make sure you're not leaning too much on one side and the other. Should be pretty balanced here. Even though not using the other leg. Bend that 9 degrees, fold over to the other side. Straighten that to the chest. And then we're going to step it out. Right outside our left palm into a high lunge. Do some movement here like we did on the other side. I'd like to do some rotations. One direction and the other. If you want, you go up and down. Just until you feel good, guys. If it feels good, just stay there. And just stay there. You can lower your knee here. Guys, if you want, just take a little break. Check in the body a little bit. But yeah, try not to put too much pressure on the right hand side. Alright guys, we're going to do a quad stretch on the other side. So 9 degrees, reach out with your left arm. Try to be on top of your knee, not on your knee. For the one that's bent that we're reaching for. It's really good for your back. Really good for that quad. It's good for your shoulder as well. So reaching and opening that up. If you have a block here, you can also just put it on top of your hand, outside hand. Bring it up towards you a little bit more. Easier to hold, especially if you're not as flexible. Alright, we we can drop that now. Get back into our high lunge. Hopefully everyone's feeling good. Bring that back up to the plank. Hold here for a little bit. Make sure you're engaging your abs here. My arms even get tired when I'm doing this. Bend your knees. Just get a back bend in here again. And rest. Make sure you're engaging the glutes here. Should be activated, protecting your back. So you can get that bigger stretch as well. Alright guys, now we're gonna do this. Just hold it here. Just opening up the back. Just hold. Just pulses. Hold again. Yes, let's rest now. Let's stretch out the back. I forget what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe child's pose. I'm just doing this to get back into our plank. Walk your feet up to your hands. Halfway bend. Feel really good with your hamstrings. Bring it back up. Nice. I'm going to stand here for a little bit. So, not 9 degrees bend, but more like 70. Arms out wide. You're pushing them out. Keeping your shoulders in. So keep your shoulders away from your ears, but reaching your hands out. Just hold here. Alright guys, stay here. So we should have our legs pretty fired up at this point. Gonna open, do a little bit more for upper body now. This one's a really hard one for me because my hips and my hamstrings and my back aren't as strong as I would like them to be, but we're working on it. It's really should feel good though for your shoulders and working out those hamstrings. It's like a tabletop position. Alright, we could drop here now guys and just stretching out the shoulders a little bit. Keeping the arms bent slightly. Should feel really good. The shoulders that we're always leaning forward. Just breathe, guys. Just relax. Take it all in. Done a lot already. Probably more than halfway through the session right now. 10 to 5 minutes left to go. But should feel a lot more open now, and that's the whole point of being on the mat. This should feel really good on your shoulders, especially if they're tight. Not used to stretching them, so it's a great way to do that. All right, now we're gonna get back on our backs. Just get comfortable here. Check in with the legs. We're gonna do happy baby outside for the legs. Let's get some movement here. The left, right hand side. Really good for your feet, your legs. Do some alternations here. Giving both hamstrings some love. You kind of stay holding here too. And stay in the spots that I feel extra tight. Like I can feel it here in my IT band a lot. That's where I had my previous injury in soccer. And work on more of the hips. Good stretch. Make sure your toes are bent. Protecting the knee. Should feel really good for those hips. Take it to the other side. Sometimes I like to move side to side here because I get a different like pulling sensation on my hip, especially that they're so tight all the time. Gotta take care of those hip guys, especially if you're a soccer player, athlete, you're constantly running, or if you're just sitting a lot, you know? Definitely does not hurt. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. Like I said, I'll get to your messages after the session. I'm using my phone for the live, so sadly I can't see it live, but maybe I can set it up some way with my laptop on the side here or something. Alright guys, now that we're done with that, do some more hip stuff. Do a little bridge here. Try to connect with the lower body as well as the hamstrings a little bit more. Ever since injuring the hamstrings, this has been a really helpful exercise. Get the glutes activated and make sure the hamstrings are all healthy. And lower back. Once you've done that, you can drop. Just kind of rest here for a little bit. Done a lot in this session so far. Just breathe, take it easy. Working on more of those hips, Just open them up a bit. Use your hands to kind of push down on your legs a little bit. My glutes are already sore and tired, cramping up a little bit here in the sides. But this is really the end of the session, guys. A lot of lower body stuff, some work with the upper and lower back as well as the shoulders. Really checking in on pretty much everything. A little bit longer of a session. You feeling pretty good. Also like to finish off with twist. Nice, guys. Appreciate everyone that tuned in today. It was a good session. It was just over 31 minutes here. Burn some calories, which is always good to go. Always great. I'm ready for the day. I got a soccer game a little bit later today, so I can do that at 10. So I'll probably get a little workout in, apply to some jobs, do a couple of creative things. I know what's on my shirt here. It's like some paint. But outside of that, good to go. Yo, what's up, Atoll? Just finished doing some yoga. I'll give you a call back here soon. Love, man. Alright, guys, that's it. Like I said, I like doing these once a week. Try to get in at least 3 sessions of yoga throughout the week. One really being on Monday after I finish my soccer games on Sunday, or soccer practice on Sundays. So got the watch running, let me end that. Good yoga sesh on Monday, kind of get the week ready. I like to do midday one or midweek one on Wednesdays. And then sometimes I can do one in the mornings on what's it called? On Tuesdays after my leg day. Usually do leg day on Tuesday, and then I like to do one on Saturdays, a little bit like more proper yoga where I'm doing more of like a session or series. So, you know, I like to get these in as many times as I can throughout the week, especially if you're sitting down a lot, you're doing a lot of activities. It's always good to keep the body moving, and of course always stretching and foam rolling throughout the day. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll be a little bit away this weekend, sadly, but I'm gonna try to do another soccer video sometime this week if I can, probably on Sunday it looks like. So stay tuned. I'll post it on the YouTube as well on Instagram at Mr. Miguel Diaz. So check it out. I'll see you guys next video. Peace, mad love. I'll see you guys later. You guys